Split is yet another production from the master of the thriller himself, M. Night Shyamalan, and shows actor James McAvoy taking on a horde of character personas as he portrays 24 different identities who try to deal with 3 teenage girls that he's kidnapped. But like any M. Night Shyamalan movie, nothing is what it seems to be, and the ending of the film will leave fans clamoring for answers. And of course, like all my Any Explained videos, everything from here on out is a spoiler to the film, so you've been warned. So here's the questions. How exactly is it that Casey is able to cause complete chaos with all of Kevin's personalities by simply saying his name? Why is it that the Beast chooses not to devour Casey, but did her 2 friends Claire and Marcia? And why the hell was Bruce Willis in that diner? Who is Mr. Glass, and who is Bruce Willis's character to Kevin then? So let's begin. There's a scene earlier where one of Kevin's personalities, the Brooklyn fashion designer Barry, is speaking to his therapist, Dr. Karen Fletcher. Karen is speaking to Barry, possibly believing that Barry is lying to him and that she's actually speaking to Dennis. Having a bad feeling about this, she confronts him and says, "I know how to get you to stop. All I have to do is say your full name." However, she chooses not to, knowing that if she does, she will cause complete chaos with all his personalities as they will all try to step into the light as the dominant personality currently occupying Kevin's mind and body. Saying his full name causes very deep-seated mommy issues for Kevin, and causes his DID, dissociative identity disorder, to basically go on the fritz. So, fast forward to the note that Dr. Fletcher writes before she is hugged to death by the Beast. Casey finds the note which she wrote, which reads, "Say his name, Kevin Wendell Crumb." Now, after she says his name, the real Kevin comes through, but only for a brief few moments. As time passes, the other personalities come back into the light, but all these personalities fighting to take the light, now with no leader amongst the horde, causes chaos as Kevin slips away and the Beast comes back. The Beast, being the protector of the other 23 personalities, is said to be an amalgam of several animals in the zoo where the 3 girls were hidden away. The Beast had the agility of a cheetah, the ability to climb walls with very little traction like a lizard, thick skin like a rhinoceros, and a craving for flesh like a lion. But what is his real reason for leaving Casey alone? First, why he ate the other 2 girls. The Beast believes that they were innocent and pure after having Dennis follow them around for 4 days, and their innocence and their purity made them weak, meaning to him they would serve as nothing more than sacred food for the next stage of human evolution, the Beast. And because of Casey's self-inflicted scars from her deeply troubled past, this makes her broken. And as the Beast says, the broken are the more evolved. Just like Kevin is broken, and also like Mr. Glass is broken, but we'll get back to that in a second. But so consuming Casey would not benefit the Beast at all. So now, the final question, why the hell was Bruce Willis in that diner? And when the patron mentions that Kevin is like that guy in the wheelchair and Bruce responds, Mr. Glass, who is he talking about and what does that make Bruce to Kevin? So before I go any further, I have to issue another spoiler warning to another M. Night Shyamalan film in Unbreakable. So if you haven't seen it and you have an HBO account, you can watch it there, or just keep watching this video anyway, I mean you've made it this far. So, what we know is that 2 of M. Night Shyamalan films in Unbreakable and Split exist in the same movie universe. Quick recap with Unbreakable. It's the story of a man who finds out that he has superhero-like traits and powers, and is the sole survivor of a train wreck in David Dunn, played by Bruce Willis. A train wreck we found out later was actually one of 3 terrorist attacks from an evil madman known as Mr. Glass, played by Samuel L. Jackson. So when the patron says that this guy, referring to James McAvoy's character the Horde, is like the guy in the wheelchair, Mr. Glass, she is simply referring to them both being villains in this M. Night Shyamalan movie universe in Philadelphia, where all the characters reside, as well as the actual zoo we see in Split that has its famous Big Cat Crossing where the tigers walk overhead the visitors. So with David Dunn watching the news and seeing this crazed man is still on the loose, that means that Bruce Willis will suit up in his security poncho and take down this crazed zoo animal do-batter. As long as they don't fight in like the dolphin tank or anything, because that would be bad. David Dunn would be screwed. But how likely is it that M. Night Shyamalan will actually make a sequel to this story? Well, he has been on record saying that he wanted to make a sequel to Unbreakable for a while now. And even though superhero movies have like 3 or 4 major film releases, not including TV releases, he says that if he does make an Unbreakable 2, he would not want to make it a big grandiose production like Marvel and DC do. It would still be a very grounded and very real production with some superhero elements sprinkled in on top, not wanting to portray what the Unbreakable film originally was. I'll be sure to try to make a video next week after the film officially launches going into much deeper detail, but it really seems like Split was only created to introduce James McAvoy's character, now known as the Horde, as the next big supervillain in the Unbreakable movie universe. Anyway, that's everything I have for the Any Explained breakdown and recap of M. Night Shyamalan's Split. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe below, and tell me your thoughts on the film. Also be sure to comment what your favorite M. Night film is, and if you think because of Split, there will be, or if you would even want to see an Unbreakable 2. I know I would. And as always, I'll be back next time with videos like this and more, and as always guys, this is 5 Fingers Explains Everything with the Finger Bang Show. I'm out.